What's going on, good people? Yours truly, Easy Deezy, one of the hosts of Chop Shop, episode 115. We cranking up this evening. Got two of the three are not in with us tonight. So shout out to my man, a.k.a. Greg Doss, a.k.a. Ruff. He be flying back, coming back to the city very soon. He's actually about to fly about another hour and a half or so. And world famous Waldo, Dade City's finest, is not in with us tonight either. But I'm going to run it by myself, man, but I got somebody in here with me that's going to keep the train rolling. So mental health is something that we've always discussed amongst African-American men. Shout out to my guys, G5 at Men Up. They do a lot of good things, you know, in the community, what they do, you know, speaking with African-American men about, you know, mental health. So I had to reach out to my resource bag, and Greg Doss gave us a real one on this for tonight, man. So without further ado, accolades galore for this young man right here, man. One of the city's own, right off 40th and Hillsborough, man. CEO and operator, owner and operator of Touchdown Therapy, Coach B.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Good to have you on here, man. Good to have you on. I
nice
really hope the intro was right, man. I hope the intro was right.
Hey, listen, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's get into it. I know growing up in the city of Tampa, man, there's so many athletes, so many hustlers, so many different paths that you could take.
Yes, sir.
How did mental health come into play for you? Let's get into that.
Listen, mental health is one of those things to where it wasn't a household name growing up. I didn't know what a mental health therapist was, you know, and kind of growing up and now needing a therapist and wanting a therapist, it's like, wait, how do I become that? Okay. How do I be that? Okay. You know, I'm thinking, I really thought only the white folks become mental health therapists and the black folks become life coaches. Right. You know, I just kind of thought that's just the route. Right. But because it wasn't anyone that looked like us came to our schools. Right. You know, you can't name me one famous mental health therapist growing, no therapy agency, no nothing.
Nothing. You're right.
You know, so now looking at it from that perspective and me saying, you know what? I was a part of the problem by saying we need more therapists. We need more black men that advocate for black men. Right. And I was a part of the problem. I didn't understand that. Now me saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to be the part of the solution. Now put my money where my mouth is, go get my own degree, another degree, and then become my own boss, become my own therapist. So and now I'm a part of the solution out here doing the real work in the trenches, for real, versus just talking about it, you know, and pointing fingers. I am really doing the work.
So you get into the root.
Absolutely.
Like old folks say, the root.
The root. Yes, you got to dig it up. You got to dig it up. You can't cut branches off and leaves off. And no. Right. You got to go down there and dig up the root and of the real issue that we're really having.
Okay, and I also think something that triggers that is that a lot of times, as young African American men, we were always taught to just suck it up.
Yep.
You know, deal with it. You'll be all right. You know, men don't cry. That was an emotion that, you know, you couldn't show. I just remember like watching people, even like this, I remember like watching college basketball as a young kid, March Madness.
Yep.
And you see the kids crying, they'd be like, man, what's wrong with him? Why he crying? But he may not ever play basketball again, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's something that he loved.
Absolutely.
And I just think for us in the African-American community, especially black fathers, if you grew up in the 70s, 80s, crying that wasn't showing a sign of strength. That was a sign of weakness. And I want to get your take on that, see what you think about that.
I think when people say stop crying, and also you can go 70s, 80s, and 90s, because for the 90s, I grew up in that era of you got to stop crying, suck it up. Right. You ain't a man if you cry. If you cry, and get out my face, and right. I think it's coming from a place of trauma. You know, I think a lot of black people come from that space of trauma and or not understanding what real masculinity and or what real emotional intelligence really is, and being emotional available for somebody. I think us black men, we don't know what emotional availability is. So when you show me emotions as a kid, me as a black man, I'm going to show you that I'm not available for you, because I need you to stop doing that, because I don't know how to be available for you when you are crying. Right. And I think it's just that trauma piece that we don't like to talk about. Why can't this little boy cry? Right. Or why can't this boy cry because his feelings are hurt? Because again, if most of us grew up in a single parent household from that woman,
Right.
and all we see is her being emotional and crying. So now you had this little boy out there playing football or baseball or basketball, and the mama's the one signed the waivers and everything to sign him up, right?
Right.
But we need him to stop crying. For what? Why not? But if it's a little girl, you give him all the love, the hugs, and everything. But give that little boy the same hug and the respect and support, because we really need that support. Because look at us as a society now when it comes to the man alone. It's there are real issues that we hate to address. Right. We don't want to address it. We hate to address it. We don't like to address it. And we have to look at the man in the mirror to make a lot of things better amongst our community.
But I think something that you spoke about earlier, like you said, like young boys, and then like even like with the say younger women. I know a lot of girls, and I just tell people, like, growing up, I didn't understand how, and I'm going like elementary school, like if you lived in a house and you and your mother had different last names, that was crazy to me. Like, wait a minute, like my mama, daddy, sister, all of them got the same last name, but you don't have the same last name. I ain't understand that. And, you know, I'm coming from a place of really like didn't know that, okay, well, hey, you have children and they don't share your name.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And
I was always like, man, that's crazy. Like, that was like just strange to me. But as you get older, you understand the dynamic. Like, okay, hey, this happened. They didn't work out and, you know, they separate. But I do believe that we need, and I'm going to just be honest, I think the biggest thing is that we need more African-American men in the house.
Of course.
That's to me is the biggest dynamic that where our communities are broken and frayed, because we don't have that strong African-American male in the house. And I want to get your take on that.
Well, us needing more African-American men in the house, I think that's just so broad. Because then you got to say, we got to stay with the women that we feel is causing us trauma, or we feel we're causing them trauma.
Right.
So do we need to be in a tumultuous relationship?
Definitely don't want that.
Absolutely not, because to that kid, that's going to bring more trauma.
Right.
So we don't need them in the household like that. I think we need more men and women to be more cordial and not have to deal with things in the court system, and give these kids more support. Because why do it have to go downhill like that? Why do it have to, the women have to take us to court to take care of the baby? Or why do it have to be, if you're not with me, I'm gonna put you on child support. Or if you go with another man, I'm not gonna take care of my son. Like it's
too much.
It's too much back and forth, push and pull, tug of war on both ends.
Conditions,
and
too many conditions.
It's too many, and I can say from a man's standpoint, sometimes that pride and that ego get hurt. You know, when she don't like you, or when she don't want you, you know,
get bruised.
It get bruised, and then it's like, instead of leaving it where it is, we take it out on our kids that we have with you. You know, so if we again man up and take care of our responsibility, because no one made us have these kids, I think it'd be a better place. Now, of course, we can go down that road and talk about so many issues and problems just stemming from that alone. But from the just from our standpoint, we need to stand up and tap into a therapist, you know, or a practitioner or a life coach or whatever the case may be, and swallow that ego and that pride and do what you're supposed to do for these kids. Because you don't have to be in a household to take care of these kids. I don't have to be in a household with my kids to take care of these kids, because I love these kids in real life, and they know that. And I don't have to see you for a day or 2 or 3 or 4 for them to say, hey, listen, my dad is in love with me and he pulling up anytime I need him to or want him to. You know, so I just think we need to do better work on our end for it to be better, period. Of course, our women counterparts can do better. Of course, the system is against us, and the system can do better. The child support system can do better. But us first, we need to do better first.
But I think also what triggers that is that, like you say, lack of emotion. And then a lot of us men want to keep it real with our partners. So I'm going to give you a scenario. I got a lady, you know, we kicking it, have a kid. She move on. She meet a new dude. Now I'm feeling some kind of way because she done met her somebody. And God forbid if he doing stuff for my kid, now I'm mad. I don't need him to do nothing. You know, I take care of my baby, but in hindsight, if he with you, I'm glad you got you somebody like that.
And
that's how it should be.
It should be like that.
It should be.
Yeah.
But that pride.
You
know what I'm saying?
That
it's
pride.
Tough.
Listen,
it's tough.
Again, that pride and that ego, it'll definitely get you in trouble. And you have to swallow that pride, man. You have to you gotta move on and move past it. You know, that self-esteem and that. Listen, if another supportive. My kid's mother, if another man comes into the picture and he's positive and he's peaceful and he's loving, I need that energy around my kids. Right. And if it's anything other than positivity and being peaceful, and if it becomes a traumatic or even a toxic situation and I have to step in, I'm going to step in.
You're supposed to.
Because these are my kids.
Right.
You know, regardless, so you can have anybody, but when it starts affecting the household and my kids' mental health and their well-being,
right,
that's getting hit in my ballpark. And I'm playing everything that gets hit in my ballpark.
I heard that. But I think also with that too, Coach B, is that the dynamic of where men don't want to be judged if they go, let me see, if I got to go, man, what's wrong with you? Why are you going to a therapist? What's wrong with you? Now people think, like I say, with you crazy, you off, you know, something ain't right. It
goes back to, you remember when we first start talking, you say, in Little League or wherever, we say, suck it up, stop crying.
Right.
And then now you say, oh, these men are emotionless. They don't know how to deal with emotions. Right. And then now you say, well, don't go to a therapist. Why you going to a therapist? Now they talking like you saying, bro, I'm going through something. Why you going through something? What you crazy? What you going? Right. Who you going to sit down with? I'm going to tap in with a therapist. What is it that bad? Wait. So as a kid, you telling me not to show my emotions, and as a grown man, you telling me again not to go somewhere and be vulnerable and show my emotions.
Right.
So you want me to be in this messed up ideology of a space of this world and just have to deal with all this stuff, even though as a man I can't deal with it, and you're not giving me the answers.
Right.
You're not giving me the tools or the answers. You just a part of the problem. We just talking about it.
Right.
But we got this man down the street. We got Coach B that's really trying to be a part of the solution, and he's going to be the most culturally appropriate person for you.
Right.
And he's clinical. He done did the work. He's clinical as well.
Okay.
And we not going to sit down in front of that guy. What's the issue? What's the real issue?
I think it goes back to, like I say, just that don't want to be judged, and you don't want to put people, like they say, I don't put nobody in my game room. Like, and I just think that's, from a human standpoint, we all human.
We all human.
We all human. So if you dealing with something, at least take care of that, because, like you say, mental health is real. It's a lot of stuff. Just being an African American man,
it's real, man.
There's a lot to deal with on a day in, day out basis. You know,
we don't. Listen, we can talk about our Asian or white or other race counterparts, Hispanic. We could talk about those other, mostly the whites. We could talk about those counterparts all we want to. But I promise you, when Jimmy grandma died, when he 4, 5, 6, 7 years old,
Jimmy lose it.
Jimmy is in therapy.
Yeah, but Jimmy lose it though. He hurt.
He hurt.
Yeah.
We all are hurt.
Right.
We hurt when Big Mama passed away.
Yeah.
But Jimmy going to therapy though. When Jimmy dog died, Jimmy going to therapy.
Yeah.
Because again, anybody that's close to the family, when someone died in that realm,
right, everybody
going to therapy. Everybody's tapping into it. How many times have you heard the whole entire family going to therapy? How many times have you heard that?
Not in our community.
Never in our community.
Never.
I have seen families upon families, uncles. I've done therapy sessions, group therapy sessions with the white counterparts. Coach B, we want you to do the therapy for the uncles, the aunties, the nieces, the nephews, the mom and dad, the little kids. I done therapy with right around 25 people in the family because one person passed away. I've never heard of going to therapy when someone in my family passes away. I've never grief. I've never heard that word until I got grown.
You got bereavement, and
my gosh,
you go to the service on Saturday and back at work on Monday.
We eating chicken.
Yeah.
We eat. Listen, we eating chicken and cake. We dancing. Our feet hurt because we got them shoes on. Yeah. We sweating. It's hot outside.
That's the whole week. It's a party all week.
Absolutely. We catch the game that Sunday.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
absolutely.
Right.
But in that household over there, all of them going to therapy. All of them are in mourning. Yeah. All of, and it's like, when are we going to get the memo? When are we going to get the memo? Because, again, I've seen people come to my office and say, hey, my grandma passed away, or my sister or my mom passed away a few years ago or 5 years ago. And when they start talking, when we talking, I say, oh, you have prolonged grief disorder. Or you're still grieving. This is still nobody's talking about it. The homegirls and the homeboys, your homeboy not telling you, hey, big dog, you still grieving. They're not talking to you about that. They're telling you why you going to therapy. Aren't you crazy? No, you're not crazy, bro. You hurt.
Yes.
And it's affecting your relationship. It's affecting your relationships with your kids. It's affecting your work environment relationship. It's affecting everything.
Right.
But again, we're stopping it because of that pride or that ego.
And we suppress our emotions. What I think is really dangerous, because a lot can come from that. Strokes, just high blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
All that.
Yes.
And I think that goes back to, like I said, just that human dynamic. And then also, like, for me, I tell my partners I love them. There's nothing, funny, zesty, or however they want to call it.
Yeah.
Love is, I love you, boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. Of course, we need to hear more, but in my world, big dog, I know love is an action word.
There you go.
It's an action
word.
all
the time,
man, you tell me you love me, man. I need you to show me.
People show they love you, yeah.
You need to show me you love me. You can't just use that word loosely because
again,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, big dog, love is an action word, man. You're not gonna tell me you love me and not follow it up with nothing. Right. And again, I'm not looking for nothing. I don't want nothing. Right. But if you say you love me, show me. Right. Because I know for a fact I'm going to show you I love you.
Right.
Period. I don't have too many people in my corner. I don't deal with and talk to people like that. Yeah. But when I tell you I love you in real life.
Yeah. It's kind of funny you bring it up, because actually I had a partner of mine had a surgery early this year. Yeah. Lost his knee. Got amputated, from the leg down. So that Tuesday we finally got the schedules aligned. I said, I'm going to come check you out, man. I said, give me the address. Talk to his wife. Give me the address of the rehab where you at. I said, what you got a taste for? I said, what you want to eat? He's like, man, you just give me some, give me a couple Jamaican beef patties. Okay, well, let me look and see. And I Googled, I saw a Golden Crust out there on Florida, Fletcher area.
Yeah.
Want to grab you a couple of them. So we get down there, hang out with him, kick it for a couple of hours, and you could just tell the look on his face. He was so happy to see us. But I was more happy to see him than he was to see me.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I saw he was in good spirits.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, Coach, I was nervous.
Yeah.
Me and my partner riding out there, I said, man, I'm just hoping he all right. Because if I go in there and look at him, and we had another partner who I said, I got to go see him first before I even tell him what's going on. Because I know with him, he's experienced a lot of loss in the last 2-3 years.
Yep.
I didn't want to put that on him. So he was like, man, I appreciate it. I say, he's straight, he good. So we went and saw him.
But is he though? But is he straight? Or he good?
I check on him. Like I said, I'm every 2-3 days. Hey,
watch this.
Talk to me.
Watch this. D, you say he's straight. You say he good. Has he been to therapy?
No, he ain't been to therapy.
You see how fast that go? You say he's straight.
Yeah.
You say he good.
Right.
Has he been to therapy? Right. Okay, prime example. If we see somebody 600 pounds,
okay,
they ain't got out of bed in 4 years, right?
Right.
And they just got down their weight enough to where they just start being able to walk a little bit, right?
Okay.
And we know they need a nutritionist or need to eat right.
Right.
Or we know they need a personal trainer.
Right.
And we know they probably need a therapist because of what their mind is telling them to do or not do or what they haven't been doing. Right. We know that stuff, right?
Right.
And then we just go visit them and say, oh, they in good spirits. I just brought them a plate and they good. We good. Yeah, we straight. Do you really care if you don't advertise and or suggest a personal trainer or a nutritionist or a therapist to that person.
Right.
And you just go check on them real quick, bring them a couple beef patties, but they good. But we never talking about the healing that needs to take place within that process. Because you can say you straight all you want to, because you just said that person has lost a couple people. How we know they straight?
Right.
Like, how we really know mentally and emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, how do we know they're really, really good whenever you leave and they go back to crying? How do we know they're really, really good?
You're right.
You know, so when people say, when you leave that bedside and you say, man, I love you, man, but do you, how do you know, how do me, and I'm on that bed, I'm in that doctor's office, how do I know you love me when you haven't given me any suggestions to better my situation mentally? You haven't given me any suggestions to better my situation physically. You haven't given me any suggestions to better me. You came here, I'm happy you came, but after that, I'm lost again until probably you come again. I'm in this thing by myself, crying, emotional, it's lonely, it's dark, all of these things. So again, the problem is still happening, still to this day, and we have practitioners and or therapists in place for these reasons, and nobody suggests these therapists. Nobody says, bro, I'm gonna help you find a therapist. Nobody says that.
Right.
You ain't gotta do the work yourself. I'm gonna come there, not just shoot the shit. I'm gonna actually help you find a therapist. Matter of fact, I'm on say you on Facebook. You told me you old school.
Yeah.
You got friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook friends. Can y'all please tag or suggest a therapist down here in the comments? Because I got somebody that's in my family that is in dire need of it.
Yeah.
Please suggest and watch the comments come in. Nobody does that. And I'm like, why though? Why don't we do that?
I think it's just like I said, I think a lot of people suppress their emotions. And then also I think the thing of judgment where people, and that's just a crazy world that we live in. I think society looks at people from a different lens. If, oh man, he go to therapy, like what? And I see nothing wrong with it because we all human.
If you see nothing wrong with it, D, why don't you suggest it more?
You right.
Think about, like, if
right.
if you see nothing wrong with therapy,
you right.
Why isn't therapy the first thing that we talk about? Why isn't that the first thing that we talk about? Why don't we lead with that? If we lead with, we talk about all these mental health therapy programs or all these mental health therapy awareness months, or hey man, check on your mental. Hey, worry about your mental. And we can't name one therapy agency. You can't name me one therapy private practice. Of course, Touchdown Therapy, yes. But name me 3 more. You can't name it. So if we lead with love or we know you say, I don't have an issue with therapy, but you can also be in an environment of people and never mention anything about therapy or anything about, well, bro, that's an issue I know I can't handle. It is above my pay grade. You need to go to a therapist, because I don't see nothing wrong with therapy. Y'all may see some, bro, it's nothing wrong with therapy. Right. We need more people going to therapy because we need more healthy, mentally healthy black men in society. It's too many of us committing suicide. It's too many of us not taking care of our kids. It's too many of us tornadoing through these women's lives. It's too many of us looking at things from a negative perspective. It's too many of us that's not emotionally intelligent enough to just have a sheer open-ended conversation. It's too many of us only thinking we get live when football season come around. Yeah. But then after that, it's like, now what? Like take out all the sports. Now what? We need more substance from these men, and you need to show me that you care, because you say you love me. Bro, show me that. Right. Not just saying the same thing, hopscotch all over and over and over. Bro, show me you love me for real, and get me some type of resources that's gonna help me move this needle forward in my life.
Okay, hold that thought, man. Like I said, this good here. This is what I need here, and I'm guilty. Let me go live right now and tell all my folks I'm guilty. So as soon as I get out of here, I'm putting that out to the masses, man. So our first break we dedicate every show we dedicate to my man Will D. He got me over here I'm scrambling right now. Let me give me something. Let me
Hey,
regroup.
I gotta come back with all y'all here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all the adults will love it. We're going to bring you back. So every show we dedicate to my man Will D, man, left us a couple years ago, man. Cigar Life, CIGARLYFE.com. Got a lot of good stuff on there. Go check him out. Also, Greg Dawson, who's one of the other co-hosts who's not here today. GD Naps, credible source, frontline testimony, pro se consultant, successful track record. Change your perspective can change your results. Go check him out. Website, gdnapsc.com. Follow Greg Dawson, 813-570-9617. We do own the right to this music. We're going to take like a quick minute break. This AMG Polo doing the music. Torres, give us some. We'll be right back. What's going on, good people? You're truly Easy D's, one of the hosts of Chop Shop. Like I say, rough and Dave City not here, but Coach B is really dropping some gems on here. I'm kind of at a loss for words, and that's rare. But a lot of people chiming in, but saying definitely real talk. Keep this going. You talked about something before we went to the break. You spoke about self-love.
Yes.
Loving yourself.
Yes.
Now, it's just me.
Yes, sir. Talk to me,
I think a lot of people deal with self-esteem issues, whether it's for appearance,
yes,
weight,
yes,
financial status, credit status,
yes,
living situation,
yes, sir,
not being able to do certain things. But loving yourself, and it's always been me, is I'm always gonna love me. I got to love me, because if I don't love me, then who else? Who else gonna love me?
Listen. It's easier said than done. One of the things you mentioned off air is like when you said when you said, well, who gonna look after me?
Right.
Who gonna help me out? When we look at it from that standpoint of, well, who got me? Well, I'm giving this. Who's gonna help? I'm never holding my hand out at all.
Right.
Because I know the most important love we'll ever feel is the love that we give or show ourselves. The most important time to pour into someone is to pour into you. Not the most important time. Pouring into yourself is number one, and it should be number one. A lot of people will say, well, I know how to give him advice. I know how to give my homeboy advice. I don't even take my own advice. We hear that a lot, right?
Right.
No, we have to take our own advice. And sometimes we have to talk to that higher power, or praying, meditating, journaling, all that good stuff. But going to therapy, talking to a person, being vulnerable, because again, these sessions are confidential. I'm not talking to anybody about our sessions. If somebody say, hey, you and D got a therapy session Friday, I don't know who D is. I have no idea who that is. So you don't have to worry about that piece of it.
Right.
But as far as you pouring into yourself, that needs to be number one. The number one love you will ever feel is the love you give yourself. That's the most important love you will ever feel. And being able to pour into yourself. We pour into everybody else, but a lot of times, man, we be pouring from empty cups. You pour into these homeboys, into these women, or into these kids from an empty cup. That's why they look at you as a narcissist. That's why they look at you as a negative person. That's why they look at you as a person that's unsupportive. You don't even know how to talk to me. You don't even know how to listen. You don't even know how to communicate. You're not emotionally intelligent because, again, we're trying to pour from this empty well, but we haven't filled ourselves up, and we're looking for another person to fill us up. We got daddy issues. We got mama issues. I get that, and I understand you've been playing that record for a long time, and I get it. Most of our dads didn't do the right thing. Sometimes it was too much pressure on our mamas to where they couldn't hold the household or the universe together, to where they didn't do the right thing. Bro, join the line. It's happened to most of us. Most of the people, black men that's incarcerated, 87% of them come from a single parent household. So again, I'm not saying that is right. I'm just saying that at what point do we say, I have to get me? My mama didn't have me, grandma didn't have me, my daddy didn't have me, papa didn't have me. I gotta get me, because I still have responsibility out here. I still have to go get it. Right. I still need to be a safe space, in a masculine space, in a gentle space for this woman I want to court and or date and or marry and or be with. Right. I still have to be that person. So before I'm that person, I have to pour into my own cup. Right. And whatever's left over gets poured into the people that's around you automatically. Right. But if you don't pour into you first, what well are you pouring from? Because it's not coming from a place of love and appreciation and affection and togetherness and forgiveness. It's coming from an empty, lonely, narcissistic and or toxic place. And if toxicity is our foundation, that's the well we're pouring from. We have to go back, timeline therapy that thing all the way back, unlearn and then relearn things the right way, because we think what we've been doing in the energy and the type of love we've been giving out there, we think that that's the type of love that these women deserve. We think that that's the type of parent we've been abused our whole life, so that's the type of parenting that these kids deserve. No, we need to unlearn that way of parenting and that way of love or being whatever husband or boyfriend that is, and we have to relearn it the right way so that we can teach this generation of us men, of young men that's listening to us. Right. We got to teach them the right way, because if we have a voice and we're some type of famous figure in the community, and we have a platform, we have to put out good things out here in this platform and pour into these young men that's listening to us. We can't, as people are going to probably see, I'm not pouring from an empty cup. My well runneth over every single time, and I'm pouring in love and appreciation because I'm holding us accountable. We don't have men home. When the last time your homeboy say, bro, you are a effed up person? No, you done did some bullshit. When the last time they don't say that? Right. So again, we have to do that for us and hold ourselves accountable. Again, self-love is the best love you'll ever experience, and it starts with us.
I agree. I think also, like you spoke about with the men, a lot of men saw a lot of wrong growing up, whether it's abusive relationships,
Yep.
mom and daddy fighting,
Yep.
daddy can't pay the bills,
Yep. Daddy absent.
Daddy absent.
Abandonment.
abandonment issues. Then you may have something where, okay, like no stability,
Yep.
a lot of movement. You know, we moving every year when the lease up, we got to go.
Yes, sir.
Might have been some nights, didn't have food. Might have been some nights, didn't have electricity. And I do believe that healthy homes produce healthy people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I
some
think,
truth
but
to that.
like you said, I think also I'm looking at from a grander scale with the bullying. Hurt people hurt people.
It's some
So
truth to
whatever
that.
it is that you deal with at home, and you may not have the resources. And I think about, like, I grew up where Southwest Atlanta was big, and the same thing, like you say, with growing up in Tampa. First day of school meant something.
Yep.
You want to be fresh, want to have on your nice outfit, and
Yes,
then
sir.
kids were so cruel now, to where if you don't have what the others have, you probably gonna get clowned. Now, we weren't that bad. Our generation, we might have clowned on your hairstyle or maybe what you had on. But let's just say, for example, like if you had a limited amount of clothes, I don't think people really clowned you for that. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it's yes. I agree to a certain extent. I do believe that it's less about bullying is happening more now.
Absolutely.
It's less about that, and it's more about it's just being recorded more now.
Okay.
It wasn't social media back in the day.
That's right.
It's being recorded more now because you feel that this was not as bad because of your own personal experience.
Right.
But you also see it becoming worse, not from your own personal experience, but from what social media and or other people are talking about.
Right.
So again, when you add that element onto it, bullying has always been around, and I think it's haven't got worse or better or not that bad. Or I just think it's being televised and it's being caught on social media, and hurt people, and a lot of times these bullies come from these environments. Some of them come from a negative, toxic, abusive household. Some of them come from a privileged household to where they feel like they can just get away with it. You know, so I don't condone it at all whatsoever.
I don't either.
And being able to talk to these kids and being able to love on these kids, whether they're the bully or the one that's getting bullied, I just think that all these kids deserve love and just that male presence that's not cool.
Right.
That's not cool. And just having that integrity and that character from a man's standpoint,
right.
We need to just hold these kids more accountable, because I promise, I have a 16-year-old son.
Okay.
And I can't control if he's being bullied or if he is the bully. I can only control what I see, and if he knows, if I have a notion or a feeling that he is he know that I'm not going for it. Stuff like, because I'm going to hold him accountable. Period, point blank. Because I'm responsible for him. And that's just not what we do. We don't bully. We don't do any of that. Two of my rules in my household is, well, three of my rules. I have 3 rules. Everything else is worth a conversation, D. We can have a conversation. But if you do one of these 3 things, it's just zero. I lost my. If you do one, it's zero tolerance. It's zero tolerance on one of these 3 things. My 3 rules are: don't disrespect women, don't steal anything, don't steal from me or steal anything, and don't lie to anybody or don't lie to me. Those 3 things is just zero tolerance. We're not disrespecting or being womanizers to any woman at all whatsoever. We're not stealing anything at all. And we're not lying about anything. So being able to hold yourself accountable with those 3 things, and that being your foundation, I think that you can grow up and be a decent young man or an amazing or great young man by having those 3 principles, period, point blank. If that's being the starter kid, everything else, Dad, I got a bad grade on my quiz. We can talk about that. You just need to, better preparation. Hey, Dad, I woke up late for practice. We can talk about that. Those are not whoopable offenses. Or those are not offenses to I got to sit down and talk to you for hours and hours and let you steal something, and I get that police knock on my door. Let you lie about something and it's a whole situation to where, and I got the principal involved, or let you do something to a girl or something in the principal or the law enforcement. Listen, those are zero tolerance offenses. And we have to really, really talk about these things amongst these kids, because a lot of these kids don't have a D in their household. They don't have a Coach B in their household. So when I talk to my son, but I talk to groups and organizations of kids and or young men, because these are things that needs to be corrected.
But I think also from what you spoke about earlier, I think lying. That was always something growing up for me.
Yep.
Because you didn't want the consequences that came with it, so you try to put the lie together.
Yep.
But eventually it blow up.
It blow up.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that was the thing, like, it was always a fear of what would come from telling the lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I tell the truth, I'm probably going to get either way it goes.
Yeah. Why is it a fear? Why are we scared to tell the truth? Hey. I tell my man, listen, I don't care how bad it is. I was telling my son, my daughter as well, listen, we don't get in trouble by telling the truth. You tell me the truth, we don't get in trouble. Let's talk about it. I don't care how bad it is.
Okay.
We do not get in trouble for telling the truth. Okay. Just know that. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
We're gonna have consequences.
Okay.
But as far as you being in this space to where you're in trouble and you need to get out my face and we're not talking in this tension, we're never getting in trouble by telling the truth. We can get over it a lot faster. You're gonna still give me your phone, put it on the counter. You're going to still give me that HDMI cord to that TV. You're going to still not be on the computer unless if it's for your college classes or your high school classes. So outside of that, it's regular scheduled programming. And I don't do it with an attitude or with aggression. I tell my kids, listen, I don't want to whoop you. I don't want to put you on punishment. But to earn a whooping, or to earn punishment, do one of these three things. You're gonna earn it. I'm not giving it to you. When you go speed, D, when you leave here, go 100 miles per hour on 60 and watch the guy pull you over. He's not gonna be mad at you. You earned the ticket, and you're not gonna say nothing about it.
You're right.
You're gonna be like, okay.
Right. You're right.
So when I apply those same rules into my household and say, no, you didn't, bro. I don't want to give you. I don't want to take your phone. I don't want your phone. I pay for your phone. It just sucks that you're not gonna have it for a couple months, and that's just what it is because you did one of these things on this list as to what not to do.
Okay.
And I just give it to him.
Okay.
No, we not mad. We gonna go fix your plate. We finna eat. We're gonna have a good time because you earned that.
Right.
You earned that.
And you got to stand on.
You got to stand on that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm digging that. Like I'm peeping that because like I'm just a lot of stuff just go through my mind. Like okay, you earned that. Like I'm not gonna give you. You earned it.
You earned it.
You earned it.
Hey, listen. That school zone 20 miles per hour. Go 60 in the school zone. Hey, that school zone, they got these little kids with these little big old book bags and with the yellow lights flashing, right?
Right.
Hit one of these kids. Fly through that school zone and hit one of these kids. And you're going to see the police not going to be mad. The judge not going to be mad when they give you these 10, 15, 20 years. They're not going to be mad. Sir, this is the law. You broke it. Because you broke the law, because you got your driver's license, you know the law. You went to the DMV and all this stuff. Yeah. So we expect you to do the right thing. Right. So if I have the law in my household, I expect these kids to do the right thing. Can I control it, D? No, I can't control it. You can do whatever you want to. But just know, if you do one of these things on this list and break this law, we have consequences. Now, some consequences, give me your phone this weekend, you can have it back.
Yeah.
Or we have severe consequences, to where this year you're not going to have a phone anymore because you can't do the right thing with the phone. We got situations to where we got these people got to take your license, right?
Yeah, they will.
They will. They'll take your license.
They will.
Because you earned whatever that was. And they don't feel bad about it. We need to get you off the streets because you're getting too many speeding tickets. You did too many traffic violations. So you get too many whatever. In my household, I'm doing the same thing with a smile on my face. And I make these kids sign a little, Daddy, I understand that. Daddy, I understand that. And they come up with the consequences.
So let me ask, and I'm saying this respectfully.
Talk about it.
How do you keep a straight face, not mad, not angry? How do you, because I guess to be like, you be like, man, I talked to you about this, like, and that's my thing. So I really try to control my emotion because it goes back to from previous.
Yes.
What I experienced, what I endured. Mm-hmm. But now, as I've got older, I look for reason, not being so aggressive and inflective in my voice.
Yes.
But what I struggle with though is being challenged. I do not like that. If we're having a conversation with a child of mine, if I ask you to do something, that should be pretty much, and that's why I want to give it to you, because you say I can fix your plate, smile on my face.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Have I raised my voice? Yes. Have I got to the point where I raise my voice right now and it's all of a sudden, and it's absolutely. And I had to say, you know what? Why am I raising my voice? Why am I? And these are not even about situations to where the kids are in trouble. These are just situations to where I feel, like you said, either challenged or I'm just disheartened at the fact that they did something or said something that didn't live up to my standards of what they should have done. So, but with that being said, I had to come from a place of being healed and being emotionally stable enough to watch my kids do something that they're not supposed to do and go back to what we said before about this list of things not to do and just hold them accountable. Okay. If I can't hold myself accountable, how can I hold them accountable? If I don't have good and or great emotional management skills, how can I manage my emotions when things don't go my way? I need to understand that as a parent, things are not going to go your way because we're raising in or teaching in or talking to people, i.e. these kids, that's going to do their own thing. They have their own mind, their own thought process, their own everything. So if I just have my laws in place, it's nothing to get mad at. Can you be irritated that yes. Can you be, oh man, can you feel some type of way? Absolutely. I'm only saying once you take the emotion out of it, because we get mad at these kids for crying when they're kids and say, stop crying. Why don't we get mad at ourselves when we about to bust a head gasket? When we screaming and yelling? Why don't we, even though it's a different emotion, that's still a unmanaged emotion. It's like when these kids are crying, sometimes they don't even know what they're crying for. That's the emotion that their body's saying do. But we don't like that emotion. But we okay with screaming, yelling, fussing, and cussing. I'm only saying let's manage all of the emotion. And especially as an adult, as a man, we can't manage our emotions. You can't have these kids do something that you wouldn't particularly do and be able to manage your emotion. Because if you're the leader of your household, and if you are the hierarchy or the president or the man in your household, but every time someone does something that triggers you or that goes against what you would particularly do, why is it the first thing of why is the first emotion you go to is aggression? You go to puffing your chest out. You go to, and it goes beyond aggression and puff you, and it goes there. And we know what there I'm talking about. It goes there.
Yeah.
The one that has the most, the one the one that's able to manage their emotions the proper way, they're going to get a lot further and have a lot better relationships with their kids when they get older, because these kids gonna get older.
Yeah.
And they gonna remember every single time you got mad, angry. Oh, why you ain't come to me? You could talk to me about anything. Can they though? Dad, you just bit my head off when I did this, and this. Yeah. I challenged you with this, and you kicked me out the house for a few. I had to go stay with grandma. But now I'm with a man that's abusive and that don't like me to challenge him. And now he beat me up. Now you ready to jump off the porch. Now you mad. And that's a conversation that you're not ready for.
Yeah.
You're not ready because she ran right into a man that treated her like her daddy did. And you not ready for that type of conversation. You're not ready for that one. And it's like, why can't we be the safe space? Why can't we be, we don't want the kids to lie to us, but they don't feel safe when they talk to us. So if I just took the emotion out of it.
I gotta relearn, man.
You gotta unlearn.
I gotta
first.
unlearn. That's an unlearn. I gotta unlearn.
And then relearn. Because
And then relearn.
I'm telling you, every time I say this analogy to men, we understand it better. D, when you say when somebody challenges you, you have an out-of-body experience or you get triggered. And whatever that trigger makes you do, let's say whatever, yell, scream, slam a door, whatever it makes you do. If your son becomes that, and or if your daughter start dating that, at that point, you will then know like, oh, I messed up. I get it now. But why do we have to get to that point for you to get it?
Right.
Versus you just tap into your brotherhood, which is what you should be doing, and your brotherhood should tell you, bro, that's not the way. Absolutely not, bro. We can be challenged. It is what it is. But now let's have it's more room for conversation. Because it's different when you tell your son who you challenging versus, son, why do you have that standpoint? Talk to me. Because when I'm talking and when your dad is talking, I don't challenges. When you challenge me, I feel like you either going against what I say or you're being disrespectful. And this is what I understand about what disrespect is. He has to understand what you're talking about from a standpoint of giving him more love, giving him more guidance. That's how you guide him. Love him through this process. We know you the big bad wolf. We know you pay all the bills. We know you the hierarchy in the household. You don't have to do anything beyond being a man, support, and provide for these kids. And when you provide, you also have to provide mental stability, emotional stability, versus just dictating things, saying this, saying that, screaming, yelling, hollering, fuck. Nah, that's not how we want to do it. But again, run your household however you want to run it. You're going to see things happen when these kids get grown. And that's at that point, you're going to be like, man, I get it. I understand it, and I don't like it. But do it now. Have the conversations now, but in a healthier way. And if you don't know how to do it, bring all the kids to the office, and let's do a group therapy session. And I'm gonna role play exactly how you should do it, exactly what you should say, and it's gonna be in a more effective way. It's gonna be, you're gonna be able to really talk to your partner or these kids, and they're gonna say, well, Dad, well, yeah, if you would have said it like that, I run through a brick wall for you. Versus now they be in their feelings about even being around you. Or they don't even want to answer the phone for you no more, or text you back no more, or their respect level is like, he just wanna be right. That's just how he is. And that's just not how we wanna, that's not the message we want to put out there into this world, especially into our kids.
Well, they always say hit dog or holler, so let me, yeah. Okay, Coach B2, Big D still at 0. I ain't on the board. I ain't scratched yet. We're gonna take our halftime break. We're gonna take our halftime break. This is gonna be brought to you by my man Carlos Martin, Auto Repair Center. Go check him out. 813-443-4730 right there on 7101 North 40th Street. Auto repair, oil changes, tune-up, brakes, AC repair, all kind of stuff. Also check out Elevated Designs, 813-400-7015. Got some stuff we try to put together now. We working on that. So without further ado, Torres is brought to you by AMG Polo. This is our halftime break. Give us like 2 minutes. We'll be right back. What's going on, good people? It's yours truly, Easy Deezy. I'm the founder of Chop Shop Community Worship Service, and we have the one, I'm a clown of it, not the Reverend, but he definitely dropping some gems tonight, man. The one and only Coach B with Touchdown Therapy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
let's get back into, we talked about, like, say, the self-love. Now I want to get into toxic, being exposed to toxic relationships, being around toxic people. Mm-hmm. The floor is yours.
Again, being around or exposed to toxicity comes from childhood. A lot of the times it comes from childhood. And as we grow up, we just add more to the problem. You know, at what point have you talked to your friend, or you had a homeboy or a homegirl come bring some toxic energy and a toxic conversation around you? And when did we say, hey, bro, like if you come to me and you have some type of toxic energy about yourself, and you have one of your homeboys say, hey, bro, I'm not on any of that.
Right.
If it's gonna be toxic like that, bro, you can let's pivot, change the conversation right now, or you don't have to do any of that because I can't control what you talk about. I'm just gonna leave. When have we had someone check us like that? We don't have it. So we add to the toxicity. We are a part of the toxicity. We start the toxicity, and we think the toxicity is entertaining. Look at all of these movies and these shows and in these house husbands or housewives. Everything is about drama and about toxic relationships. It's not one positive, fruitful relationship on any of these shows.
It's funny you say that because I was, once again, we lost Malcolm Jamal Warner last week. And,
Yes, sir.
We grew up, that's Theo.
Yes, sir.
From the Cosby Show.
Yes, sir.
And I was sitting back telling my wife, I'm like, man, I don't even, there's nothing on TV that looks like us, but there's a family and it's not confusion.
Yep.
Yep.
But
like you said, if you go to the reality aspect of it, you got the housewives and you got the different shows, and it's always drama.
It's always drama. When can we be in a space to where it's no drama? It's no BS going on. It's just all uplifting, togetherness, one hand helping one hand pulling one hand. When is it going to be that? When is that going to be the narrative?
But you know what I think it is, though, Coach? This is just my honest assessment.
Yes, sir.
I think it's competition.
Which
is unhealthy. I think a lot of times is that, and once again, this blue app does something to people, and it makes them want to be something that they're totally not.
Yes, I can agree to disagree to that to a certain extent.
Go ahead.
Because you have healthy competition and it's unhealthy competition. If you my man, you my dog, and if I say I want to, two things. If I say, like we spoke about before, I say I want to do a podcast, and I know you doing a podcast.
Okay.
Unhealthy competition looks like you not plugging me with the right person to do a podcast.
Right.
Unhealthy competition looks like you no longer answer my phone calls after we leave here.
Right.
Unhealthy competition looks like the next man and the next man and the next man, you talking bad about what type of podcast I want to do. Unhealthy competition looks like you're no longer booking me for another podcast on your show. That's unhealthy competition.
Right.
Healthy competition looks like, no, Coach B, I want you to be on the platform and let's race to the first 100,000 views or the first 100,000 subscribers. Matter of fact, I need to help you build this platform because it's going to help the community, and I want to be your first guest on the platform so that I can say, hey, I'm on episode number 1. That's healthy competition.
Yeah.
So I'm not afraid of competition.
Right.
I'm only rejecting or having some type of boundaries or stiff arms to unhealthy competition.
Right.
And we have to learn the difference. We think all of it is that stuff. Sometimes the stuff is unhealthy, and we're okay with it.
And it's funny you said that we did our 100th episode March 31st this year.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Phil Marley,
Congratulations.
Ishmael. Thank you, down at Madison, downtown West Tampa area. And I said what I wanted to do. I said, let's do something different. Instead of doing it here, let's move it somewhere. And then we want to invite all the guests that we've had come on the show.
Yes, sir.
And just say some words. Because I tell people all the time, and I guess me, I look at the bigger picture. I can sit here and talk with Dawson Waldo every day.
Yes.
But I'm more into your story.
Yes.
What got you to where you are? And let other people see that.
Yes.
Now, it may not as far as say, and I tell people what I don't get consumed with is what other podcasts are doing. I've never been that kind of person.
Yes, sir.
I've had people come to me. There was a show just done Thursday. Shout out to my man Remy Rowe. Had Marcus Vance, Beatdown Band, lead singer. He was on here Thursday.
Yes, sir.
There's no issue. What was for Remy, do your thing. I'm not mad. I don't have that in me. I'm not trying to let's see what you do on this show, movie show. That's not what it's about.
That's not what it's about.
You know what I'm saying? So what do I look like? And I have people come to me, man, I want to do a podcast. So okay, well, what steps do you take? And I think a lot of people where the train slows down is sponsorship. So when the resource is not available, then it becomes something different. But I always try to tell people, and this is something that is so profound. Support those that support you.
Yes.
It's simple. If you go and spend money with people on a constant basis, you should be able to ask that person, hey, support what I'm doing. Because it goes both ways.
Yeah, they don't have to support, but again, we feel like they should, but people don't have to. Like if I go to a restaurant or you don't have to do nothing for me at all. I'm gonna support because I want to support.
I get
Period.
that.
Point. And I don't want anything from you.
Right.
Now I'm going to ask you for a donation or ask you for sponsorship.
Right.
You don't have to give it, and I'm going to still come eat at your restaurant. That's the piece of it that we need to get to understand. People are afraid of that rejection, and people feel that rejection is a negative thing. It's a bad thing. It's not. It is what it is, because I can't control you or what you got going on. I just got to go get it a different way, and I'm not gonna feel negatively about you telling me no, or you saying you don't want to support my podcast, or you don't want to sponsor my. I don't feel no type of way about that, because again, to keep everything going and the culture moving forward, I have to still lead with love. I have to still lead with appreciation. I'm going to still support you because you are stable in the community. Period. Point blank. And that's just how it should be. Right. A lot of us are not like that because we get into that thing we talked about earlier. We get into our feelings, that emotional management piece.
Right.
We can't manage them emotions when things don't go our way.
Right.
When you feel challenged, you feel whatever way. Right. It goes right back to that.
Right.
Whatever you challenge me or not, bro, that's not my fight I'm maneuvering. I'm like, okay, cool, no worries.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exit stage left and just do it the right way.
But also you spoke about something where you're not uncomfortable asking.
I'm not.
And I think a lot of people
because I'm okay with rejection.
Me too.
I'm okay with rejection. Matter of fact,
too.
not only am I okay with rejection, I invite rejection. I'm in love with rejection. I need you to say, give me a fast no. Sometimes tell me hell no. So I can get out your face as fast as possible and go get my yes. And that's how I am with everything. Homeboys, sponsorship.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Homeboys, sponsorship, friends, colleagues, relationships.
Yeah.
Give me a no right now. Okay. Right? Give me a no right now versus giving me a long no. No, tell me no right now.
Yeah, we had church yesterday, and I spoke to some young guys. I just told them, I said, Michael Jordan always said you miss 100% of all the shots you don't take.
Absolutely.
So you can't be afraid to fail. But I think also is that younger people put so much into it, and when they get shot down, it's like, oh, man, I got to go back at it. But I tell people, those that are going to make a way, they going to make something happen. They going to make something shake.
And I'll take it a step further. When you say younger people, when they get shot down, they feel some type of way. All people,
you're right.
all people, if you don't learn this from your foundation, that piece when you're in the household with your parents, if you don't learn, rejection is not a bad thing. It's still life after rejection. If you don't learn that, you will grow up into feeling like it's the end all be all.
Yeah, so pouting and
not getting you. Listen, I tell my kid, my daughter is 6 years old right now.
Okay,
and I tell her all the time, you cannot and will not get what you want, when you want, how you want 100% of the time. Right. Sometimes it's not going to go that way.
Right.
And when it don't go that way, I need you to put your poker face on and let's just keep it moving. I'm not saying don't feel. Right. I'm not saying don't be mad or sad or whatever the case may be. Yeah. I'm saying put your poker face on, and if you need to go to the living room or to the bathroom or to the room to drop you a few, go drop you a few. And if you need a hug and say, Daddy, I need a hug, I'm just feeling sad, let's bring it in. But we're not gonna allow this to mess up our day. We're not going to allow this to mess up this playground time that we got going on, or the beach day, or the mall shopping. We're not going to allow this to mess that up.
Okay.
You're just not going to go to your homegirl house today, babe. We're not going to go outside and ride the bikes today. We're not going to go to the mall and ride the merry-go-rounds today. Not today. We got other plans, and that's okay, because it's going to be some days that we're going to be able to do those things.
Right.
I need you to be comfortable with being rejected, because it's not the end of the world. And once you get that lesson and understand that, once she get older and things don't quite go her way, she's going to be able to mentally and emotionally maneuver around them a lot better, versus she feeling that, she hitting that brick wall or receiving that rejection and it stops her world. Now she in the bed for 3 days. Now she not answering her phone for dad for a week straight. Because that rejection shook her world, because she's not used to hearing the word no. And again, that's what breeds people pleasers. And when you're a people pleaser, you don't want to tell people no. You tell everybody yes. My daughter, I tell her all the time, don't tell me yes all the time. So sometimes I pick her up from school, D, give me a hug, give me a kiss. Daddy, I want a kiss right now. No worries. How was your day? That's all good. Hey, we still going to the Publix, go to the bakery, get you a cookie. We still doing all the good stuff. Because again, just because you tell me no, don't mean I love you less.
There you go. I agree with that. I definitely, that was spot on right now. I think also he just spoke about something. My wife has a self-care lessons with Lisa. She said self-care should be a priority in your life. You can't pour in others from an empty cup. And you know, we talk about that, and I think also is that having that positive attitude is so pivotal. And I always like to say because a lot of times people will come to you, and the last thing you want to do is compound what that impact of hurt, pain, whatever they're dealing with. And I think a lot of times, like we spoke about earlier, children not getting their way.
Yes.
And I laugh about this because I have a nephew.
Yes, sir.
He'll be 3 in October. And when I tell you he got me wrapped. My wife can get on him, his grandmama can get on him, his grandma can get on him, and he go to crying, he gonna come to me or my father-in-law, and he know we gonna make it right. And I'm just as guilty. I am, because you know when he don't get his way, he go to cry, he go to whine, he come right to me.
Yes.
And get right here on me. And when he get on me, I just be like, man, y'all stop tripping. Y'all leave that baby alone. And I know I'm wrong. Yes. I got to get better. I got to unlearn.
Yes.
I got to unlearn.
One of the things you hit on earlier, D, was this. what you just said. Coping. Coping skills. And like you said, your wife has this
lessons with Lisa.
Lessons with Lisa, and the women come to her and they receive, self-love but some
wisdom gems,
wisdom gems, all this stuff. The hard thing, the women have everything. They got brunches and mimosas at 7th and Grove, and they got painting with a twist with the homegirls with the wine and stuff, and then they have spa days where they get back massages and they get their nails done, they get their toes done, they get their hair done, they got skincare, they got girl trips, they have every single thing you can think of. They got every time they go get a surgery, they go to the recovery houses, and there's all girls standing around, all of the things. All positive things, mind you. These can be positive. Nothing really negative.
Right.
It's nothing negative about painting with a twist or going to brunch with your girlfriends. us men, we need to do better in that category.
I wholeheartedly agree.
We need to do better in that category because I tell a lot of our men that we have some of the most negative coping skills out there. And a lot of our coping skills has it can become detrimental for our situation.
Well, I agree.
I name a few that I've seen come sit on my couch, and that I've seen just in the brotherhood of men. And this is me calling us men out and or holding us men accountable.
Okay.
We cope with drinking. Mm-hmm. We cope with drinking, and we get lost in drinking to where we tell our body we need that drink or we need that liquor, to where it leads to us being angry, being abusive, being narcissistic, and it can also lead to DUIs, fatal accidents, and or the police arresting you and or doing something to you.
Right.
We drink. We cope with drinking. When it comes to clubs, we cope with going to the strip club. A lot of us men, we go to the strip club. I can understand you have some fun. Sometimes you go with your partner, with your boys. I get it, but when you do it in replace of what you're feeling, and when I'm not saying drinking is a bad thing.
Right.
Man, we can take a shot now.
Okay.
I'm only saying when you get in your feelings about when you and your wife argue or about your job not going the right way.
Yeah.
I'm saying at that point, don't take a drink.
Right.
Because it leads to now you're coping with drinking. I'm saying
So you look for something, and that takes the pain away in your mind.
In your mind.
I got you.
That's negatively coping.
Right.
I'm not saying don't go to strip. I ain't never been to a strip club before. That's not my thing. Okay. I'm not saying don't go.
Okay.
I'm saying why you wait till you and your partner is at odds to go? Why you wait till you and your feelings and your emotions and you done lost your job or you done and now you go? That's coping. That's negatively coping. That's drinking. You go in the strip club. Okay, cool, whatever. Now, take it a step further. The drugs. Mm-hmm. A lot of us men, they don't know whether it's weed, whether it's snorting powder, whether it's doing whatever it is. Perks, pills, opioid, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That can be detrimental to us, our health, our relationship, our making our money, you name it.
Yeah, you're right.
Take it a step further. What else? Gambling. I'm not saying don't go to the casino and hit the slot machine every now and again. I'm only saying, why you wait till you and your partner are at odds and y'all arguing and you go spend $3,000, $4,000, $6,000 and now you dead popped and now you looking crazy? Because again, that can be addicting. Drinking can be addicting. Going to the club, these strip clubs can be addicting. Taking these opioids and or pills can be addicting. And that leads to detrimental things.
And then also having sex with multiple women.
Having sex with multiple women, again, that's some men use it to cope. Some men it's a trauma response for some men because they have dealt with sexual trauma and or sexual abuse. Some men have dealt with a womanizing father or a mom that was in that whatever, and they grow into that and they become that. But we have to cope in different ways. We have to cope in different ways. Where are the healthiest ways to cope that doesn't involve drinking? That doesn't involve being a womanizer or looking at women in this light. That doesn't involve gambling. That doesn't involve any of these things. Where are those spaces? I want to create more of those environments and or spaces to where men can just be men and love on each other and respect each other and pour into each other like a lot of these women do. Because again, the women don't come together just to drink mimosas. They come together for the skincare. They come together because somebody is celebrating whatever. They come to the baby shower, whatever it is.
Right.
And it's love and it's laughter and it's fun.
Right.
But when it comes to us, it's like, bro, we gotta drag Larry out because he toe up. You know, we gotta look at the
make sure he get home.
Make sure he get home and make sure, hey, bro, man, you done had enough. You gotta go. You got a wife to get back home to. Get this girl out your face. And oh man, we have to be off that. We have to hold these men in our group. more. First of all, we have to be that person. First of all,
Yeah.
to be able to hold somebody accountable. I don't need you telling me I need to not take a shot when you on your 19th DUI. Like you the wrong person to relay that message.
You can't tell me that.
Nah, come on now.
Right.
But if you become that person again with Coach B, I had to become this person to now hold people accountable to this standard of living or this standard as to who we need to be and or how we need to conduct ourselves. I had to. So I had to do the work first for me to say, hey, bro, it's okay to walk through this tunnel. We got it. I got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think also that opening up, that's the biggest, I think, for our community and our generation is that opening up, because once again, you don't want the judgment to come with it. We all have different things that have been traumatized us in life, whatever it is. I know some people still hold on to things from school. Mm-hmm. Can be 30 to 40 years removed, and they still hold on to certain things.
Indeed, we need that judgment, man. That's what accountability is.
Right. I totally agree.
We need the judgment. And again, that shows you if we're afraid of the judgment and we don't want to go, we telling our homeboys or whoever not to go to therapy, or we're not even bringing therapy up, and we're afraid of judgment, that lets me know all of these brotherhood events that these people be having, or all of these homeboy talks that people claim they have, that lets me know that there's no judgment in these conversations. If you are afraid of judgment, but you have a fleet of homeboys, but all of us are afraid of judgment, that lets me know there's no judgment in the conversations. I need to be able to hold my man accountable in the harshest way because he know he my man.
Right.
You if I'm telling you something from the heart and I love you in real life, you're not gonna take offense to what I'm saying. Right. You shouldn't.
You're right.
And if you do, we not like I thought we was.
I had a partner, Mike, used to always tell me, say, man, and I don't know if you let talk to my man Mike Young. Mike was really a big mentor for me coming up. And he always told me, he said, man, if I can't say nothing to you, we were never friends in the beginning.
Absolutely.
And when he said, I'd be like, well, you my friend. But he like, no, but if I can't be free and talk to you, then we were never friends to begin with.
But what do friends mean? Like, bro, I need to hold you accountable.
Right.
Like, I need to hold you accountable to the point where, bro, I'm risking not even talking to you until you go see a therapist. I'm not talking to you until you go see a therapist. Because these kids, these babies suffering, bro. You're not on your game. You got people in your circle or your home that's not taking care of their kids right now, and you know it.
Yeah.
What are you doing because you know it's a kid out there's not being taken care of, but then you still dapping your homeboy up. He's still on the man's trips. He still come out and chop it up a little bit at the barbershop and stuff, and we still acting like ain't nothing going on. Because, of course, we can't control him. But I can control my environment. And if he pull up, I'm leaving. Or if he pull up, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Because you're not going to make me feel uncomfortable in this space, in my space. That's not going to happen. So I need to address the elephant in the room because I don't like elephants. So I got to address it. So if you come around me and you want some BS, I'm addressing it. And if you my man, you are going to be okay with me addressing it because I'm not going to do it in a mean, derogatory way. I'm going to keep it respectful. And if I got to pull you to the side, I'm pulling you to the side. And I'm going to tell you, bro, that's some BS. Bro, what you said and did to your partner, bro, we not rocking. We not jacking that, bro. Bro, you leaving these kids out there to dry? Bro, you not sending no money to a girl? I just sent her $200 last month. And you ain't sending no, I did it because I love you. And you my man. You my homeboy. And you not doing it? We got a problem with that. That's a major problem. And I don't know if you need to go see a therapist or a life coach or whatever it is. But let's go figure that out right now. I'm going to pay for your first session. Outside of that, you need to want the help. Because again, if you don't want the help, no worries. You just can't talk to me no more. If you don't want to help these kids or your partner, I'm cool with that. We just can't rock like we rocking no more. Because if we do rock like that, and if you do come around and I don't say nothing, us man, we think that I have accepted that. We think that, oh yeah, we cool with it. No, bro, I'm not. If I need to hold you accountable or hold us men accountable, I'm not cool with it when you do it, and I'm not cool with it when you continue it. I'm only going to be okay and be cool with whatever after you have rectified and or handled that situation. And we need to do more of that. And stop letting these men slide. Because you know we got some of them we done let slide.
You right.
Bro, we not letting them slide, man.
You right.
We can't do it.
I get it. I totally get it. I want to just know we're finna wrap this thing up, but I definitely want to thank Coach B for coming out here kicking
Yes,
it, man.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Definitely let everybody
Yes,
know
sir.
how they can catch up with you, give your information.
Listen.
People get a pen, pad, recorders, whatever you got to do.
Yes. Listen, again, I'm Coach B. I'm the owner and operator of Touchdown Therapy. You can find me on TikTok and or Instagram. Type in Touchdown Therapy, all one word, on TikTok and Instagram. Touchdown Therapy, all one word. Whenever you go to my my content, of course, follow the platform on both platforms. If you want my contact information in my bio, go to my my website, touchdowntherapy.com. To sign up for your first culturally appropriate and or clinical therapy session. You will scroll all the way to the bottom, and you will fill out an inquiry at the bottom, your name, your number, your email, where you're from, and then in the message column, you will fill out a brief synopsis as to what's going on. Either my assistant and or myself will give you a call, and we'll see what your schedule looks like. It's the consultation is free. It's a 15, 20-minute consultation is 100% free. We'll chop it up a little bit and see if our schedules and my energy aligns with what you got going on, and if I can help you out, I'll start your therapeutic journey right then and there. If not, I will either refer you to somebody else or try to get the services for you, if I can, with my team of people. But again, Touchdown Therapy, all one word, all social media platforms, touchdowntherapy.com. I'm in the trenches with everybody. I'm here. I'm culturally appropriate. I'm in the city. I put my money where my mouth is, and I am out here helping the people in real life. I don't sell insurance on the side. I'm not a part-time electrician. I am a full-time, and nothing wrong with those professions.
Right.
I am a full-time therapist from 8 o'clock in the morning to sometimes 10, 11 o'clock at night. I'm at my office all the time. I can do sessions anywhere in the state of Florida, but also outside of Florida as well when it comes to telehealth services. Any city, any state, any country, tap in. I have services for you.
Okay, good stuff. We definitely gonna gotta get you back on here, man. We're gonna recognize these last set of sponsors. We're gonna come back and do rapid fire with you.
Yes, sir.
Let's pull up S&C Pool Service. My man Spencer Johnson got on here tonight. Thank you, man. SNCPoolServices.com, 813-802-9496. They do pavers, resurfacing, supply, install pumps, heat pumps, automation salt systems, algae cleanup, acrylic deck, automatic cleaners. Go check them out. They do great work. My man Paul Autry at Tampa Tent, TampaTent.com, 813-408-9112. Auto Home Office, Tampa Tent Shop at gmail.com. Paul been at almost 30 years, man. 28 years in the game, man. Definitely expert installer for the tent.
Yep.
Keep them groceries coming down there with the good folks at Wingstop. Go check them out. We got 10 locations throughout the Bay Area. So these are the ones that sponsor Chop Shop, 2115 East Hillsborough. Actually, the closest one to you. And then the one also, 9305 North 56. That's right by you, too.
Yes, sir.
So go check them out. 2776 East Fowler, 107 South Dale Mabry, 10019 North Dale Mabry, 4217 South Florida in Lakeland, 14915 North Florida in North Tampa, not too far from the old Malibu, 8436 West Hillsborough, way out at Oldsmar, 23048 Florida Highway 54, right there by the Outlet Mall, 1219 Bruce B. Downs, right there by Meadow Point in New Tampa. And where it all started, man, 2776 East Fowler. Go check them out as well. So we're going to take a quick break, about a minute. We're going to come back and hit Coach B with some rapid fire stuff.
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
All right, good stuff. Okay, we're gonna get into it. This is our last segment of Chop Shop. You know, every show we do rapid fire. So we got Coach B kicking it with us. It's gonna be brought to you by my man. Well, actually, my folks, Tariva and Waldo. King's Care, pull that up for us real quick. Torre, you don't mind? Let the good people see that.
Hey, I use King's Care.
Okay, good stuff. Good
Absolutely.
stuff. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Made for a king.
Hey, yeah. I cut it off just to kind of grow it back. Read what she got me. She got me a good King's Care box of products. She got me, man.
Shout out to the queen, man. Made for a king. Sir. Made by a queen. So they got good stuff. They got pomade. They got, Amazon. They also had a couple spots at Brandon Mall. So get behind the movement, man. They do beer oil. Beer, shampoo, all kind of good stuff, man. So definitely go check them out. Rapid fire, if we get into this real quick, man. Favorite soul food meal?
Ooh, favorite soul food meal. Macaroni and cheese, yams. Let's go. Barbecue chicken and corn casserole.
Okay.
Banana pudding.
Okay.
Fried chicken as well. Fried chicken wings as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what you like? You like drums or flats?
Flats
Like
all day. I'm a flat man all day. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you hit wing. What's your favorite flavor at Wingstop?
It got to be lemon. It's garlic.
Garlic Parmesan.
Garlic Parmesan. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You be on that.
Yes.
Okay. Favorite athlete all time?
Ooh, Walter Payton.
Okay.
Walter Payton.
Okay, you went back with it. If you if you have a conversation with not Walter Payton, but any person living or dead, any line of work, whatever they done, entertainment, whatever, who would it be? Just to pick their brain for say like an hour.
If I had a conversation with someone living or dead, who would it be? That's a good one. I would say probably Malcolm X.
Okay.
I would love to have a conversation with him and see what his ideology was as to how men need to be in this day and age. How do I need to conduct myself as a man? And again, I know he was Muslim, and I know it was kind of some controversy. He was leaving the Nation of Islam at the end.
Right.
But for him as a man, I would want to know, just am I doing it right? I love his message and how he was as a man. And again, he was married. He wasn't in any controversy. He stood on all 10 for what he believed in. And I would want just to know that for the brotherhood, am I leading the brotherhood the right way? What else can I be doing? What else should I be doing? Okay. How should I be doing it? What should my integrity look like as amongst these black men that I'm trying to lead?
Okay, I got three more for you.
Talk to me.
Favorite city to travel to?
I haven't really traveled too much, man. I'm not too much of a traveler.
Well, if you could go somewhere, where would you like to go? What would you like to go see?
If I could go somewhere, I go to my dad Jamaican. I'll probably go to Jamaica. I got some land in Jamaica. I got to go over there and sign for it.
Okay.
And he got a house and some property over there. So I'll go over there and sign for it. But as far as like going over there, I'll go over there and chop it up with him because he got deported. I'm born in 85. He got deported in like 89, 90.
Okay.
And I haven't seen him since.
Oh, wow.
So I'll go over there and chop it up with him. He's still living. Me and my son just got our passport, so that'll be the first place. That'll be the first place I go outside of Tampa.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Favorite all-time movie?
Ooh, favorite all-time movie. It would be.
I know you're a little younger than me, so let's see where you at with it.
Oh my man, it's a hard one. I love.
Will you give me two?
I love movies. I would say Avatar. Okay. I would say the Avatar with
that
the blue
series?
people. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the Avatar, the fighting, not the cartoon Avatar.
Right.
The Avatar is in the blue people.
The blue people.
I would say that I love that movie because it gives me a it's kind of a modern day type of movie to where these people have their own land, they own everything, and you have the colonizers come in to kind of extract all of the riches and the whatever from what we have going on. Okay. And that movie, it just resonates with just how society or how we became who we are right now in America. So I would
Agreed.
say that movie. It don't get a lot of those looks and views, and people
But
look
it's
at it a little
sold.
bit different.
No, it's
Yes.
sold. I think that's probably top 3 or 4
Yes.
all time for
I
ourselves.
love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that
A
movie.
lot of people can't say they went and saw it.
Yes,
You're in the
yes.
minority if you say you didn't see it.
And of course, Paid in Full, Belly. Listen. Hey, I'm one of them. I'm
Okay,
one of them.
no, that's fair, that's
Belly,
fair.
man, Belly, DMX, he
so,
did
so
it.
who was crazy, Buns or Rico to you? Buns and Belly or Rico and Paid in Full?
Oh my gosh. Rico was tripping, man. Rico was tripping.
Yeah.
Buns, he was that dude.
Buns tried to bring it back.
He tried to bring it back.
Yeah, but Rico was Rico. All bets off with Rico.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
we vote him off the island every time.
Yeah.
Nah.
Cause when he killed bitch, I'm like,
Oh my God,
come
yeah.
on, man.
Yeah, his
That's your man. That's your man. So you know you ain't care about nobody else.
And sometimes in that brotherhood, bro, these men be doing things exactly like that.
Yeah,
and they be,
you're
that's that competition, that negative competition I
Yeah.
was telling you about.
Right.
Versus it being positive,
Yeah.
you're supposed to pull Mitch aside and say, hey, bro, I think you're doing something foul. Let's rectify the situation because you my man for real.
But he killed Rico over the work.
Over the work,
And on top of that, Mitch brought him in.
He brought him in. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
and this is the thanks I get. My last, this is gonna be a go. See where you at with your music. Road trip. You could take 3 musical artists, living or dead.
Oh,
No judgment.
Yeah.
Whatever you like. Give me your 3.
I'm gonna take. Dang. Man, I'm gonna take Tory Lanez.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Future,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take Lil Wayne.
I can't let you give me an old school artist R&B then. Give me one old school
Oh
R&B
my God.
artist.
Oh, I'm taking R. Kelly all day.
Okay.
I'm taking R. Kelly. Music only.
No, that's
You know,
fine. That's fine.
Music only.
Music only.
Old school R&B. I would say him. I'm not too
But
much
you-
of an
but
R&B
Kelly,
person.
but you grew up.
Oh, I say like this. No. R. Kelly, I like his music, but old school, who I grew up on, because again, I listen like the
You're a little young.
great bear to fool you. I'm taking what's those my guys from Miami, the group.
H-Town?
No.
Two Live Crew?
No, that's not old school. It's not the old school. My
Pretty
man,
Ricky?
Pretty Ricky. I'm taking
Pretty
Pretty Ricky.
Ricky,
I
okay,
love those
okay,
guys.
okay, Pretty
I'm taking
Ricky,
Pretty
okay.
Ricky.
Pretty
I'm
Ricky,
taking
okay.
Pretty Ricky. Yes,
Pretty
yes.
Ricky.
Wine on me. Hey, man. That grind on me. Oh, my
Okay.
gosh. Yes, Pretty
that was-
Ricky.
yeah, and you about like 20 when they was doing their thing, yeah.
Now, I was young, a little bit younger.
Yeah, you was
I
finding
was-
your way, yeah. I remember Pretty Ricky.
Yeah.
Pretty Ricky. It's
Come
so
on now.
funny. That came from Martin.
Yeah.
With the little episode, the little reunion.
That grind on
Pretty
me, man,
Rico, yeah.
was it.
Yeah, they were hot. They made some music. So once again, I want to thank Cole B for coming out here kicking with me, man. Let everybody know we got that Chop Shop up. Pull it up
Yes.
for the
Oh,
good people,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Chop Shop family right
Hey,
there,
listen,
man.
these boys got me right.
Yeah, we got you right,
These
man. Like
boys
I
got
say,
me
it's
right.
only right that we do that, man. You came and blessed us, dropped some good gems. So we're gonna run this back and get we're gonna get some motion on what we've been talking about, man.
Yes.
So I'm definitely open to that.
Yes.
So any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here, man?
Shout out to the family. Shout out to my daughter. Shout out to my son. Shout out to the Yuppie brand, Chef Kyle, the #1 chef in the business. Shout out to Mamie. Shout out to just us black men that's really trying to do it. Black women as well, because without you guys, we can't grow this population like we need. But shout out to us black folks. Shout out to therapy. Shout out to mental health. Shout out to emotional intelligence, and shout out to peace. Peace is my priority.
Absolutely. And also facing your fears. Don't be afraid.
Yes, sir.
Face your fears.
Yes,
So,
sir.
and we get into this week, man. August will be coming up. This upcoming Friday. A couple things. My cousin Bo got a birthday. They might have a birthday to your cousin. My in-laws are doing a 50th anniversary party this upcoming Saturday. That should be a lot of fun. So to see them come together, and I tell people now, as you continue to get a little older at the tooth, it's important that you create good memories, man, that are
Yes.
everlasting.
Yes.
That you can leave with and be like, man, I remember we did that. That you never forget it.
And
So-
shout out to my man T Porter. Our podcast coming soon, man. My man doing some great work. He's a motivational speaker, one of the best in the business.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man.
Go holler at him. But yeah, we got some good stuff coming soon.
Okay, we definitely on board. Chop Shop's on board with it, man.
Yes,
So
yes.
don't think we ain't. So
Thank you, man.
For my boys in the air, my boy Greg Doss traveling, world famous Waldo. He couldn't make it tonight. Torres in here kicking it with me. So, in the voice of my boy Waldo, who's got it better than us? Nobody.
Hey.
Keep God first. Love your family, man. When you see us, holler. We'll see y'all next Monday, man. Good night.
Yes, sir.